2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, coming right up, the Los Angeles Clippers taking the floor against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they feel like they're at their best when they start fast, get into a rhythm early on, and get everyone involved. Offense, defense, on the glass, they're looking for a total team effort tonight. I'll tell you this about Nick Nurse of the Raptors. He's just what the doctor ordered. He rose up the coaching ranks by leading teams to titles in the G League.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, showing the G League isn't just for player development. I mean, the coach can mature and perfect his craft at that level, too.
I'll tell you, if your team is sick.
We know where you're going with that.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah, we're going.
You need a nurse.
You need a nurse because they're going to get your temperature in order as a team. And this guy has done a great job of getting the temperature of his teams in the right perspective.
Yeah, I wish he'd take your temperature and not the way you think. Time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square, downtown Toronto. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines.
Well, the Toronto Raptors last season and gambled on acquiring Kawhi Leonard. They knew it could be just a one-year rental, with Leonard able to be a free agent in 2019. But Kevin, after winning the 2019 NBA title, anything else is gravy.
First title in franchise history, DA. Such a huge moment for the team, city, and the country of Canada. And the Clippers start by. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the center line on the middle. And for Toronto, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the three. Brent, two exclusive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond is strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard puts up a three. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Three. Now here's Vleet. And Vujic by Hill. Beverly wide open. They get it back. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Three. Lets it go with a three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Having us makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here is Lowry. After the basket, Montrezl Harrell. The pointer. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And yeah. Gasol. Second chance shot. Down low. For two with that bucket.
And he knows good use size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends it fine.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
What about Montrez, the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
He makes the first. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
And both free throws good for Harrell.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
The shot by Ray, no good. And here's Jordan up for the Clippers. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside, Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Clock at 6. Passes it to Harrell. To go on the assist by Harrell. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And now you see them starting to reel the ball inside.
Tries again, and the bucket is good. It's here for him.
Guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants. And over the seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
One shot.
And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
Pass to Van Vliet.
And that's how guys ball pressure and then get some.
George looking around. Off target.
Was going to fall.
Siakam. The pass to Pop. The triple. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Outside, George, Beverly goes back, and the layup is up and in.
And Patrick Beverly could do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Now, outside Gasol. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. That one goes in there. Leonard's got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here is George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. One by Beverly. No good that time. Good D by Gasol.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Well, the Raptors, Nick Nurse, an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching at the FIBA World Cup.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And the Clippers franchise joined this league in 1970. They've never made it past the conference semifinals.
Yeah, but the last few years, when you talk about the landscape of Los Angeles, the Clippers have had a remarkable run, much better record than the Lakers have had in Tinseltown. And so surprising to think of all the talent that's come through the Clipper doors in prior years, but this could be the year with these additions where they break through.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. Scum pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established inside position.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell. McCaw, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. Pass to Beverly. Pass to Zubats. Out George. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Shamet missing.
There's a little bit of range check for him.
And then little there, and that's unfortunate.
And there is Zubats. And he gets it to go. Here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. On Kyle Lowry. It is his first foul of the game. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Raptors. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clip the ball. Pass to Zubats. Kicks to Beverly. To stop the drought. Defensively by Paul. From Leonard.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release, and that's been on the layup.
Here's McCaw, defended by Beverly. It's stolen by Green. Inside Leonard, lets it go from deep.
Well, the D really way with one there. No one on him, and that's good in time.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
And the Spurs decide to take their first time out here. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that. Don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Second, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is, we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Just making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Back to Beverly. To stop the run. And it's Toronto rebound.
He just doesn't look himself this quarter. Something missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Long start here early. 6 second chance buckets.
To Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Zubats. That's good with the assist.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Now here is Lowry. He has 5. The three good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Inside. Count the bucket. Quickly placed assist. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's the pass to Shamet. That shot missing, and Toronto will go the other way with it. Zubats, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Lowry's shot is good.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Beverly finds Green. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Clippers trail by 6. Beverly looking around. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent, Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambeau, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a third or fourth guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
He hits the second from the line.
And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
Well, but very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
The Raptors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Ibaka. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Tremendous amount of excitement around the Clippers right now, and why not? Two elite players that can play both sides of the floor. They were already talented and scrappy. You just wonder if this group, with some of the additions and subtractions, can come together in the same way that last year's group showed the type of cohesion that a team that wants to perform at elite levels needs to do.
And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. First free throw is good.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
Leonard hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Leonard against Lowry. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about the pioneers of Canadian basketball, like Vince Carter.
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created something that is forever lasting, and I think the game of basketball in Canada owes him a lot because he really brought the buzz to the game of basketball in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Shannon and Leonard are on the wing. Ivica Zubac is out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Williams at the point. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
Well, I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. A 3-ball, and the Raptors miss again. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Shamet. Lets the 3 fly. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Leonard dishes to Williams. Back to Leonard. Ibaka comes with the double team. It's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Knocked away. Clippers with the ball. Williams looking around. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Zubac. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They are just killing him on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. Yeah. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Los Angeles, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Georgia subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Now here's VanVleet. He's got 6. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Clippers leading by 5. Outside Williams. Outside George. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shamet, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Siakam looking around. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Yeah, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Marc Gasol is checked in for the Raptors.
One shot.
Throw good, Siakam. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
The Clippers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Free throw good from Shamet. And he can't hit the second.
as he enters his mid-30s. Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Got that one up quick. George has got his first 2 points.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Williams. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gasol. And through the first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Here's Anunoby. Floats it up there for Siakam. 3 on 3. Here's Williams. Feeds to Green. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Green's got 6 points.
Well, because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
Here's Anunoby, defended by George. And Gasol gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Double team on Williams. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Pass to Anunoby. Siakam against Green. To the middle. And Gasol slams it in.
To the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
So it's the Clippers now. Here's Shamet. The teardrop falls in. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Van Vliet looking around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on George.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Powell. Clippers leading by 5. Williams double team. Down low. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there, and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
They double him with Green. Anunoby passes to Gasol. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anunoby's got his second basket.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Beverly. Williams inside, covered by Van Vliet. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Lou Williams, and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
Now here's Powell. He's got 8. Top of the key, Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the 2nd. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Left side, George. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Anunoby, and he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Williams finds George. George double teamed. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Gasol against Harrell. Now the pass to George. But they recover it. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Siakam against Green. Siakam outside. And the rejection by Harrell. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And McCaw is subbed in for Powell. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Here's Gasol. He's got 9. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's George on the wing. To the paint. Harrell down low. He's got 6. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Passes to Hollis-Jefferson. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to McCaw. Now Gasol. He's guarded by Williams. Gasol is doubled. Shoots over Zubac. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Gasol. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now here's Williams. And the pass to Harrell. And Gasol comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Williams from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Floats it up there for Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now, here's Beverly, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. 3 on the clock. Over Siakam. And that one's good. Beverly's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Siakam outside. They'll double him with Harrell. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And the Clippers have possession. Clippers leading by 7. To the inside, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
Here's McCall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. And it's off the back rim. No good. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Siakam kicks to McCall. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. And again, no good by Toronto.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And here's Lowry. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lowry's got 12 in the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you can scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Outside Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Raptors trail by 12. Outside Lowry. Gasol up top from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Leonard. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's VanVleet. He has 6. The shot by Lowry, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top 2A threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's... You saw that. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
To the middle, here's Siakam. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Siakam's got 8.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Leonard on the wing from downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 16. Down low, here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. George double-teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Raptors with the ball. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Lowry. 12 points for him. And the rejection by Harrell. Landry Shamit's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Lowry. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Off the inbound, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for him.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Offensive rebound. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Clippers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
One shot.
That's good from Harrell. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Siakam with it. 8 points for him. Passes it to Powell. Here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lowry. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he isn't shy. Lowry assertive with the ball in his hands.
George double teamed, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Green's checked in. Lowry against Beverly. Now here is Lowry. Tight defense on him. And the Raptors miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Leonard draws the double. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Harrell just being smart with his shot selection there, trying to find ones that are well within his range.
Lowry from outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now Van Vliet, 8 points for him. Gasol trying to free himself up, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Five to shoot. Here's Van Vliet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Beverly finds Leonard with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now the dish to Ibaka. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard on the wing. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
To the paint. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Van Vliet with it. Leonard picks him up. Ibaka outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Van Vliet. Here's Zubac. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Shamet. Now here's Van Vliet. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And that one's good. Beverly.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Lowry. Got that one. Missed.
And a big lead for them on the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Van Vliet with it. Leonard's there. Pass to Anunoby. Second shot opportunity, and Ibaka with the lay-in. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter. And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And McCaw is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Lowry drawing the double team. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Come on, get Williams.
Lowry against Williams. To the middle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Paul George, he's checked in for Jermichael Green.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Lou Williams. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
To the inside, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Ibaka. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ibaka's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Williams against Lowry. Leonard draws the double. Here's Williams. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's McCall. He's guarded by Williams. And there's the pass to Ibaka. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Yo, get loose.
Bounce pass from Williams. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 36.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's McCall. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Shamet. And that one's good. George. He's got 8.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Raptors moving the ball around. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And superb job by Gasol. Brilliant at breaking down the defense with that passing ability.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. They retain possession. Buries it from three-point range. And that's now 8 points for Williams.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Passes it to McCaw. Pass to Ibaka. Williams with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so Miller will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Robinson. Harkless is out there with Patrick Patterson. It's Kabengele in at center. Shots good by Miller. Here's Magruder. The pass to Kabengele. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Toronto shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Payne kicks to Boucher. Back to Payne. Tries again. They shoot again. Here's Boucher. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And here is Robinson. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Robinson hits them both.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Siakam outside. Pass to McCaw. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Patterson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6 and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, the undrafted Rodney McGruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of McGruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Over time, Magruder just continues to pound away to try to find a spot where he can get more and more comfortable in a rotation in the NBA.
Good on the second free throw. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Boucher, and the shot goes in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Robinson with it. Pass to Magruder. Now Harkless. Knocked loose. Payne with it. Robinson picks him up. Payne in the post. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now here's Harkless. He's guarded by Johnson. Harkless on the wing. Johnson with the block. Pass to Miller. Here's Boucher. Toronto working the ball around now. Payne finds Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He misses the free throw. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Down low. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Williams. And that's 10 points for Paul George.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet.
Hey, heads up!
Knocked away. Stolen by Beverly. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Williams!
George finds Williams. Good on the bucket. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. Here's Siakam. Another shot. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Kicks to Powell. Now the pass to McCaw. Five on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
The shot by George, wide open. And the Clippers miss again. The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. They'll double him with Harrell. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Raptors now. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. And the three ball is good.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
George against Powell. And Harrell slams it in.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Powell, the pass to McCaw. Pass to Siakam. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Passes it to Beverly. The feed to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 38 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Back to Ibaka. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
The shot's good. Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottom.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Williams, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams for 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to McCaw. Now here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. And there's the pass to McCaw. Fires for 3. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in. And it's Johnson in for Patrick McCall. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Magruder. Here's Kabengele. Here's Williams. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Yep, it counts.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lowry finds Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Misses the three.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
And you wonder what's gotten into Ibaka. He's been much more aggressive and successful than usual on the offensive end.
Williams against Lowry. Here's Leonard. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. They double him with George. Powell, no one around him. No good on the triple. The Clippers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Magruder. Knocks it loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Boucher is checked in. Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Miller's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Harkless the pass to Patterson. Here's Magruder. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Magruder continuing to grind out possessions. That time takes punishment.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And it's the Clippers' ball. The rebound by Ibaka. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Launches a three. The rebound by Patterson. And here is Robinson. Passes it to Patterson. Pass to Kabengele. Just 5 to shoot. Cranes the three-pointer. Patterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Johnson outside. And it's Miller in the corner. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Siakam is checked in for Serge Ibaka. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Magruder. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. High post shot. A rebound by Johnson. Siakam with it. Taken away. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.